All right, so I would normally make a video. I'm gonna make two videos in one. Hopefully, I would just make two videos, but I have like a video restriction. And as you can see, I've been going ham on YouTube recently. Probably gonna delete this channel here soon. We got to 666 videos, so the clock is probably ticking. But while I've still got a voice in a channel, I wanted to talk about ancient history, okay? Because it seems that there are no traces. Well, I don't want to say no traces, but none of the ancient people from I'm talking about before the times of Jesus, but none of them are any of these, cosmic criminals, like Nyarlathotep and etc. It's just all archangels. And let's say Sargon of Akkad, okay? So he was a ruler of, I thought it was Egypt, but it's actually the Middle East. Long, long ago, a king, okay? But Sargon of Akkad is also Zoroaster, is also Cyrus, is also Ahura Mazda, who's like the supreme god of that region. Zoroaster being his prophet, being his human, vessel. So then we go to China, and you have who was it? It was, I forget his name, but I made a video on it. But he's the Jade Emperor, who's like a god of, Asia. He's Bruce Lee, okay? And he's an archangel, I'm pretty sure. So that was interesting, okay, to see really. Now, I don't want to say no traces of Nyarlathotep because there was no famous people in like the 17th and 18th century. So maybe that bitch took over. Maybe that was like a little mini reset of theirs. So yeah, that was interesting to see though. I mean, I almost would have been more happy if they was all like powerful demons, but no, they're archangels. So anyways, so there's that. And now, I'll start moving into more recent times. Well, not more, but yeah. I mean, technically more recent times. It's still, this is a lot to deal with. I'm still not exactly sure. I'm still trying to get my head around it. Long story short. So anyway, so on to the next topic that probably should have been another video. But yeah, so the next topic is going to be about how a lot of what's going on here in this world, it's not about if your ass is going to the lake of fire, the underworld, or whatever. It's how long will you be quarantined down there? Because all of y'all are going to obviously get 1,000 years. But then what about after that? Now we know the dragon is going to come out, and then he's going to be sent down for all eternity after 1,000 years. And we know the dragon is Azathoth. So who's going with him the second time around? Maybe that'd be an interesting list to make. beings who are going to only suffer for 1,000 years, and then beings who are going to suffer for 2,000. Like Nyarlathotep, he's one who may only get 1,000. Okay? If he wouldn't have killed himself out of grief after helping to kill Jesus, he'd be a lock. But instead he did that, so I mean, yeah. But anyways, so that's what a lot of y'all are, that's what a lot of this is about. A lot of this crazy shit we're seeing. Because a lot of y'all, it's already, you want to go down there. Like, you're tired of this shit. Like, deep down, you don't like yourself. You want to imprison yourself. You want to get yourself humiliated in the realest way possible.